Hey besties, it's Rosie. Okay. I'm picking up on an energy of someone who is a little bit shy to come forward, but they feel so compelled to travel in your direction that they're just going to have to push through it. There's some innate knowing that they have that even if I am uncomfortable, this is a thing that I'm just going to have to do scared. And maybe you're on the maybe you're like a cross watcher for this message. Maybe you're someone who needs to do something scared because you recognize that there is another person that your destiny is tied to. If you don't take the opportunity with this person, it will never materialize again. And I know a lot of people probably aren't going to like that statement because they're like, oh, there are infinite opportunities and what isn't for you right now will be for you later. But bestie, that's simply not true in the level we're playing on right now. I don't know if you guys have heard of that Love and Deep Space game that is all the rage right now, but that's kind of like the element in that game too. The little particle or whatever that exists in the main character, the girl, she can use that, but in order for her counterpart, Silas, to be able to use it, he needs her. So there are pieces of it in both of them, but she's the only one able to use it independently of the other. If he wants to create with that particle, he needs to partner up with her. And that is this person that I'm channeling right now. This is your Silas, okay? If this person wants any of the things that they could create with that particle, they need to step up and take responsibility for being your partner in whatever way that looks like for you, whether this is a friendship, a business partnership, romantic partnership. They're recognizing that if they want this thing, they need you. And they're going to have to push through whatever fear they're experiencing and grasp this opportunity because it's about to leave forever. Bestie, I'm getting for some of you, well, for all of you actually, this is resonating with you, you're going to be experiencing a glow up. You're going to notice that, and I don't really even know if you're doing anything differently. Maybe you are, maybe you're feeling called to use different products or whatever, but you're getting ready to experience a glow up. And I think that this person might, hold on a second. We'll get back to that. This person might, want to be in part responsible for that. I think there's this element of them seeing how many other people have mistreated you and taken you for granted. And it's an element of them wanting to be able to give you more in the material realm. They wish that they could give you more money or whatever so you could have this glow up. But since they might not have that to offer right now, what they can give you is love. What they can give you is protection. What they can give you is someone to lean on, which is something that they recognize that you probably haven't had at all. And having that, not being the one and only person who's giving that to yourself for maybe the first time ever, having this extra person who loves you in the way that you've had to love yourself is just going to cause this blooming. The rose is finally going to bloom because there's somebody else for once, providing it shelter, providing it nourishment, providing it water. It doesn't all fall to you. So now that intake, that effort is doubled, you are going to flourish. All right, bestie, I'm seeing that when all of this happens, it's going to be triggering. When you start having this glow up, the people around you who have taken you for granted are going to have an innate knowing of why it's happening. They're going to realize that it's because you are being treated correctly, and it's going to really ruffle their feathers. Not for the right reasons, okay? They might come in and try to apologize to you and give you a sob story and be like, oh my God, how are you doing? I haven't heard from you in so long. What are you up to? Just curious, blah, blah, blah. Don't freaking fall for it, bestie, all right? These people can just see that you are being treated correctly for maybe the first time ever, and they are just here to take a little piece of that pie. They're not actually here to give you anything, all right? They've had ample opportunity to give to you if they wanted to do that, and they proved that they didn't want to, and now they just feel some type of way because somebody else is. Yeah, bestie. These people, if this is happening to you or about to happen to you, when these people come back, their life is about to freaking crumble, bro. Something is about to go terribly wrong in their life, because I think on some level they recognize that if they wanted to avoid that, you were the ticket. You were the thing that they should have, you were the God they should have prayed to. You were the goddess they should have made offerings to. If they didn't want that to happen, they should have followed your lead, your spiritual guidance, but they didn't. And now there's kind of this element of them realizing that there's actually like a steep price to pay for not having done that. And you're no longer going to be there anymore to clean up that mess for them when it comes. This is them. Their little Christmas tree is about to be on fire. And you know what? No one cares. They're toxic. From this point forward, the toxic people are going to have to sit in their own fumes. You're no longer an air purifier for them. Oh my God, that's so funny. I just realized to think about that in my own life. I got into like a giant row with my dad. We've never had a good relationship, but this was kind of like the cutoff point for me. Like he finally, like he's all out of favors with me. There's no going back from like the things that he said to me. I finally made like a permanent judgment call. And when I walked into like his house yesterday, he had like the air purifier going, and I'm realizing like it's because like I am no longer cleaning up his messes. I'm not going to be making his pigsty more palatable for him to live in. Like that's an inside job now. And for a lot of these people, bestie, like that's the only way that they're ever even going to do it. Like for so long, they have had like a spiritual shortcut with you being around, and they're not doing their work. They realize they don't have to. And because they're just lazy, spiritual narcolepsy, they're not going to. So the only reason that they're going to is if like the stench of their own pigsty has become unbearable and they actually have to like lift a finger. And these people are realizing that now they do. And some of them in their desperation are going to come back and kind of try to like smooth talk you into continuing to clean up their messes. But bestie, I don't even know that you can if you want to. I think like, you know, there's a divine order to things. There are certain like bullet points that have to be hit, and we're on a whole new level now. And none of us who've really like just gotten here really know how it works yet. But I can tell you that there is a divine order, and certain things like just cannot pass the threshold. And that shit, which is the antithesis of having unconditional love for yourself, isn't going to pass through the gateway. That's like the filter that's placed over this. If you've gotten here, I bet if you look back and you connect the dots, how you got here was unconditional love. Unconditional love to yourself. And if you got by with a little help from your friends, they loved you unconditionally too. And that's how you got here. Anything that doesn't reach the threshold for unconditional love isn't passing through. I don't care. I don't care what little glamour magic you put on it. You're not getting through the door because you don't pass the vibe check. Sorry. All right, bestie. Spirit, do you have any closing remarks for my collective about that? Bestie, you have fought long and hard to get here. Do not surrender this place easily. Don't surrender it at all. Just because people want what you have is not a reason to give it to them. All right? If they want it that bad, they can follow your lead. They've had a long time to observe you. They see what you do. If they want anything you have, they can emulate that. All right? Stop giving it to them for free. You're not doing anyone any favors. Hold on tightly to what you fought so hard for. Bestie, when you show yourself this unconditional love, when you continue to embody this, everything around you will mirror it to you. And that energy of you unconditionally loving yourself and receiving that in turn from, you know, every facet of the universe is going to trigger the hell out of these people. That's their cross to bear, not yours. Don't make it your cross. Don't make it easier for them. You don't have to do that anymore. Use your creative power to make whatever the heck you want. And stop worrying about the people who are down on the ground coloring with crayons. Okay? You've got the God particle. Create something amazing. I love you.